Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again, looking ahead to today's slate for January the 14th. We have a small 5 game, really chalky slate here today. So, yeah, should be an interesting one. As normal, hope you guys all did pretty good last night. Man, was that a high scoring slate. I think, honestly, out of the 6 years I've been playing, that's probably the highest cash line I have ever seen in my entire life. So, that's crazy, man. It was a crazy one last night. Fortunately, we came out on top with a 389.9. Uh, yeah, early on it was looking like you needed Luka to win, and it kind of sucked because Lillard was like game time decision halfway through the slate, which is cool. But thankfully he played and he went off. So Lillard, Fox, and Shea were very chalky, but they also were really good plays as well. So overall, definitely will take that. Um, yeah, as normal, if you guys want to get in on our premium lineups, once again, this is another W for us. Cashed almost everywhere. I mean, it cashed in all the tournaments, but a couple double ups it didn't cash, which is insane. You would think that it would cash first in a tournament over a double up, but overall, still will definitely take that. As you see there, it cashed pretty easily in tournaments. So yeah, we'd love to have you guys come join us. All you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. That will be down there in the comment section below. Just click that link right there. It takes you right to our Twitter page. All you need to do is message us, and we'll get you all set up. And like I said, while you are there, leave us a follow as well. Yeah, as normal, if you do go on to like the video, leave a like. Definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that sub button as well, so you guys can stay up to date on NBA Fanduel lineup advice videos every single day. So yeah, good one for us last night, and hopefully we get right back at it here tonight. So we got a 5 gamer today, very chalky for sure. So let's get into it. Got Miami and Philly. So Philly is getting almost 100% healthy. They're gonna have Joel Embiid. He's been there, but he's gonna be back. Shake Milton, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris. They're only missing like Curry and like one or two other guys, but overall they're definitely getting a lot healthier. On that Miami side, well, mostly the same guys are going to be out like it was last time. So as long as there's no like injuries or late scratches on Miami, this game should play because, like I said, they still don't have a ton of people. I think they have 8 people or something like that. So as long as there's no crazy injuries or scratches, then this game should play. If like one or two of those guys from Miami, something happens to them, this game will get postponed. So um, man, look at all that. That's crazy. So, like I said, Simmons, Melton, Gabe Vincent, all these guys are probable to play. So, I mean, once again, you kind of have to play the Miami guys. I know they'll be chalky, but they're just so dang cheap that you got to put them in there. So, like Gabe Vincent, Tyler Hero, Anuwa, maybe a little bit of Duncan Robertson, Kelly Olynyk. You just got to play the main guys there. They're going to play like 35, 40, 45 minutes, so you got to put them in there. Even if it is a tough matchup against Philadelphia, they're still going to have to play a ton of minutes. So, like I said, hopefully this one plays. On that Philly side, I don't really have a ton because this could be a blowout. Plus, most of these guys haven't played in like a week. So they don't have a ton of value. So, I mean, you could maybe look at Joel, but he's 10-2. So, yeah, as normal, you got to play some of the Miami chalk and move on. That's just how it's going to be tonight. Charlotte and Toronto. What's our total over here? We only have a 220. Interesting. I was telling you guys last night that Charlotte game, they give up a lot of points and also they put up a lot of fantasy points, and they didn't do too much on their own side, but they gave up a ton of fantasy points. We saw that last night to Luka Doncic. So we got a 220. Once again, I think this game's in play more on that Toronto side. They've been playing pretty fast, as I've been mentioning the last couple days. They're putting up a ton of ton of real points and giving up a lot of real points as well. So um, Chris Boucher, Siakam, both in play. Hayward should be playing in this one. Finally, LaMelo sucked. Thankfully, because he was very popular last night. He might go back at it tonight. Like I said, it's just a one game that happened. So could look at him. See, Fred's a little expensive. Lowry could be worth a look. OG as well. Offense ain't really there, but if he gets a couple a couple shots and a couple steals, he's good to go. Shooting a little better recently, so that's always a plus. But 5,500, like I said, you got a lot of that Miami guys you can go to. But Siakam, Chris Boucher are the main guys that I will be looking at in this one. Houston and San Antonio. So DeRozan is going to be back. As we all know, Harden did get traded to the Brooklyn Nets, so that should be fun. And yeah, so John Wall's out. Obviously, Harden is not playing. And then who went over there? Oladipo, right? Yeah, so Oladipo, he's not going to play because, like I said, they're doing all their, transferring him over to the team and stuff like that. So he's not going to play. So Houston's really limited, and Eric Gordon is game time decision. I mean, if he doesn't play, and they just waived David Nwaba as well. Bruno Cabello, sorry. I mean, I don't know where you go. Obviously, Christian Wood. I would expect DeMarcus Cousins to play some more minutes here. I know he's the backup center, but I mean, Wall, Harden, Bruno, and also maybe a little bit of Eric Gordon could be gone as well. They're going to need some bodies, so I wouldn't be opposed to playing DeMarcus here, especially in a faster paced game against San Antonio. San Antonio's side, DeRozan coming back kind of screws over, Lonnie Walker and some of those other guys. So, always you can look at Keldon Johnson, DeJounte Murray are probably the two guys I'm looking at. Patty Mills is still in play. He's not going to play as many minutes with DeRozan being back, but he's still probably going to play about 25 minutes here. So I don't have a ton of them, but maybe in a couple one-offs. But as I said, there's so much Miami value. I don't think you really need a lot of those cheap guys from these other games. All right, Indiana, Portland, back-to-back for Portland. So, just keep an eye. It's early in the morning, but keep an eye on maybe Lillard or Nurkic sitting here in the back-to-back. More towards Nurk, in my opinion, because they were both game-time decisions. Yesterday, Lillard, he's going to have a lot of ownership. I mean, he's not a bad play, obviously. I mean, he went off last night. Brogdon, he's been not that great, but could have a bounce back here. McConnell, I actually don't mind him. He's coming back from the birth of his child. He hasn't played in a while, but as we know, limited minutes, this guy can get you like 25, 26. So GPP play. Don't mind a little bit of McCollum. Obviously, Levert and Oladipo. Oladipo's gone. Levert is probably not going to be playing in this one. So, that gives a little bit of a bump to Aaron Holiday for sure. Justin Holiday still in play. This guy was absolute trash the last two games, unfortunately. But hopefully he brings it back because he's a half-decent player when he has a shot on. So don't mind going back to the well with him. Carmelo, like I said, this guy's always up and down, hit and miss. Sabonis at 9-2, definitely don't mind looking at him. He hasn't been that good. He hasn't really been hitting value, but definitely a guy that could go off at any moment. So keep that in mind. How's Doug been doing? Doug's been trash. Covington was trash. I don't mind looking at Miles Turner. He's been playing a lot better, obviously. And shooting a little bit more the last couple games. And obviously, if he gets his blocks and steals, that's also a plus as well. So I don't mind putting in a little bit of Turner. Like I said, I don't like relying on a guy that blocks a lot, but looks like he's shooting a little bit better as well. So that always is a plus. And then you got Nurk. If he plays, I'd rather have Turner, to be honest. If he's out, obviously Ennis Cantor for sure. Golden State, Denver, last one. We have a 225 in Denver by 5. So Golden State is playing a little bit better for sure. We saw that against Indiana. They played pretty good against them. Once again, you got Steph Curry. If this game's going to stay close, he's going to have to pull through. He's been terrible the last couple of days. Been missing a couple free throws, but we know Curry's Curry, man. He he doesn't put up with that, and he'll try to come out swinging for sure. Murray's that wild card play. That's up to you guys. He's been terrible. You can look at him. Wiggins has had 9 blocks in the last 2 games, so that's interesting. If Gary Harris is out, you can look at PJ Dozier. I know he was absolute trash, but he still played 27 minutes, so keep that in mind. Will Barton in play. Draymond's been looking pretty solid as well. Don't mind Draymond and obviously Nikola Jokic as well. So let's go plug in a couple guys for you. Like I said, it's just going to be pretty chalky. You got to play a lot of these Miami guys. Like I said, hopefully this game does play. Like I said, I think they have the minimum. I haven't checked yet. So if this game gets canceled, then obviously don't play it. Pretty simple. Um, I mean, I don't see a reason why not to plug these guys in. I really don't see it a reason why not to. So I'm gonna plug in those three. That's who I'm feeling most confident in. You can definitely put in Prince here over Duncan in my opinion, but those three are definitely the main guys to be looking at. So anyway, that gives you a ton of value. I mean, ton of money, which gonna need here. I mean, I don't like I said, I don't mind stacking this game like a Lillard or a McCollum, Sabonis. Don't mind going that way at all. You can even put in a little bit of Turner in this game. How much does that give you? That gives you 57. Like I said, there's a lot of value over here on this Houston side as well. If you don't want to go Sabonis, you could easily go Christian Wood. I think that's actually the smarter play tonight for sure. I just hope Sabonis don't go off. But $8,100 with no Harden, no John Wall. I mean, come on now. Wood's looking pretty solid. Point guards. Let me see here. Like I said, you got Lillard, you got Curry, Brogdon. Those are the main guys to look at. And obviously LaMelo could have a bounce back here. Looking on to the small forwards. Don't mind Hayward here. I know he had a hip injury. But if he's looking half decent, I mean, he still had 25 minutes in the first half, so he was on pace for about 40, 45. So don't mind looking at Hayward. Obviously, the hip injury is a little, um, worried about that, but hopefully he can get past that one. Like I said, Justin Holiday, Prince Anua, you got him, those two, and Danny Green as well. Not Danny Green, sorry, Duncan Robertson, and maybe a little bit of Will Barton. But like I said, Prince on paper is probably your best bet. Like I said, I know everybody's going to be talking, hey, just stack, Miami, and obviously in cash games that's the way you're going to go. In tournaments, I'll probably have probably two of them, maybe three, and then switch it up. I mean, it's just like I said, so much value. Even if they get blown out, most of these guys are going to have to play quite a bit of minutes out there. So let's just say for this one, I mean, like it's honestly hard to tell. Curry, Lillard, Brogdon. I'm just gonna put in Curry for this one. Gives you $4,600 for a small forward. Um, I don't think that really gets you a ton. I guess Justin Holiday if you want, but like I said, Curry's not a must-have, or Lillard. They're not must-haves. They're obviously in good spots here, but they're not a must-have. But I mean, there's not much in the mid-range area to be honest with you. So you gotta spend up for one of these three here, or maybe even LaMelo. Who knows? Really don't mind LaMelo. I know he had a bad night last night, but I'm not too afraid of Toronto's defense, as I have mentioned. So definitely could see a bounce back from him. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Yeah, Miami chalk and put in a couple of the big boys. Pretty simple tonight. As normal, if you do go on to like the video, leave a like. I appreciate it quite a bit, and also hit that sub button as well. And like I said, if you want to get in on our premium Fanduel lineup advice, all you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. That will be down there in the comment section below. Click on that and message us to get in. Like I said, another good one last night. We are hitting up a little bit for sure. So yeah, why not come join us? Also, our 150 lineups for single game took down last night, and I think 125 out of 150 of our lineups cashed last night. So it was a very profitable night last night in our single game as well. So not single game. So we played the after hours, the 2-gamer last night. So, but yeah, takedown over there as well. So yeah, come join us for either package. So all right, guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy your Thursday. We'll see you guys here on Friday.